Hello, hello, all. Thank you for joining us again on the Almost Brothers podcast. Hey, will you do us a favor? If this podcast has meant something to you and encouraged you, will you consider becoming a monthly supporter? You could do $3, $5, $8, or $10 a month. What this does is this helps financially support the podcast so that we can continue to put out content and help better serve you. So if you would, down in the show notes, you can click the link, support, and become a monthly member. We love you. New episode coming your way.
Wow.
So just wow. So the kids went to see the new Kung Fu Panda movie, and they they really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they laughed a lot.
Is there any Disney nonsense in it?
I don't know. I didn't get to go see it. I didn't go with them. So yeah. So I don't know. They seemed to like it. Bubby gave it like an 8 out of 10, I believe it was. So I think it was pretty decent.
He called me Peter Griffin, so I'm not talking to him.
Imagine going to Taekwondo class and you just get the crap beat out of you by Panda.
Right. That's just man.
Kind of like the Air Bud movie. Imagine sitting on the bench and one of the stars is a dog.
Things only Tyler think about.
I got nothing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Almost Brothers podcast. Thank you for joining us again after this little bit of a hiatus. We are back and better than ever. Why did I say that like I'm Ron Burgundy? I don't have a teleprompter, I promise. So what's up? Yeah, back again with, of course, my two co-hosts. You got Richard Randall in the building.
Hey, what's up?
And Tyler Wilkerson in the building.
In a different building.
Exactly. In a different building. Together, but separate. Which is fine, you know? Hey, during COVID, people did this all the time, so it's all good.
Technology makes the world go round.
Feels like COVID 20 again.
Right, let's not do that, okay? So, how was y'all's week?
It was a busy.
What are y'all looking at each other to decide who's going first? Like, hey, you go first. No, you go first. Good Lord.
No, you. No, you hang up. No, it was a slightly busy week. At least the latter half of the week. So we had that service in Gordonville that we had to go to, and then went to the 2-day tent revival in Bertrand last night and Friday. That kept us busy, man. We didn't leave till after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I knew y'all had a few services, all bunched in a row.
Yup.
Heck yeah, man. That's good. Staying busy. Yeah. And that was both of y'all and Olivia all together, the kind of those multiple services. That's what's up, which I know the schedules are getting pretty busy the next couple of months. We got the youth event coming up, and I'm excited, man. Yeah. Excited.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Rich, how was work this week?
It was uneventful, so that was okay, I guess. I got my 2-year evaluation, and it was really, really good. So,
nice. There you go. Heck yeah. That's
pay raise.
Is that why you shaved the beard off for your 2-year anniversary?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it.
This is the first time I've been without my goatee in about 10 years.
Tyler is not looking you in the eye.
In the face.
Yes, I can tell.
Looking in the face all day.
That is so funny. It's a little different.
Oh, you should have seen Matt. He's like, "Where did it go? I don't like it."
It's like the little kids where their dad has had facial hair, like a beard, their whole life, growing up till they're 3 or 4, and then they shaved off. Like they start crying. Who is this man?
That's so funny. But on today's episode, we're going to be talking about just what we'd like to see in 2024. We had a few transitions happen in the past couple weeks, and we've had a few things happen. And for those of y'all that don't know, we're we moved to Alabama while Richard and Tyler are still in Missouri, and still, of course, still remaining connected, but just a little bit of distance in between us. But what I just want to talk about what y'all want to see. What would you like to see in your families, in ministry, and then as a podcast together in 2024? So I can start either one of y'all. I know y'all paper, rock, scissors for who goes first. I guess I don't know how y'all want to do that.
Age before beauty.
Liv's not up here, but we'll go with that.
That's twice today, Tyler.
Good one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start this little shindig off with. I've been struggling this week. Things are not going as originally planned for me and my family. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. Y'all kind of know what's going on with that. But so as far as ministry goes, I have absolutely no idea what that's going to look like this year. So it is terrifying for me. Yeah. And I've been very confused the last couple of days and just don't know. Because, we talk about it all the time. We don't want to step until we know it's God, right?
Right.
But when you know it's God and still can't step, it's frustrating.
Right.
It's just hard to deal with. But I've got to find somewhere to serve because that is paramount to my life. I've got to serve God in some capacity somewhere. So that is a definite. And then with the podcast, I would really like us to be more consistent, and it's going to be a little more challenging with the distance between us, but I do want us to be more consistent with putting out content every week and quality content, like we talked about before. But I want this to reach people because I know that this podcast touches people. I know that people have listened to episodes where they've told me, that one of us have said something that touched them, that meant something to them.
I'm sure it was something I said.
I'm sure it wasn't. But this is, in all seriousness, this has been such a blessing in my life to be a part of this, and I love both of you.
We love you.
Easy now. It's too much sappiness.
Oh, I know, manly man. Can't have your feelings out there.
I hate being emotional.
Marines.
Hoorah.
All right, Tyler.
Yeah, I guess I'll go honest. 2024 expectations. For the podcast, with you being down there, you're going to make a lot of different connections. I'm looking forward to the people you feel led to bring on here to talk with us about different things.
Absolutely.
Because, you can never be too connected, obviously. And the people you get connected to are going to have different perspectives and a different wealth of knowledge than what we're providing right now, Personally, spiritual growth, because in other exciting news besides Michael, I didn't know it was the Michael show. I'm a worship pastor at a full-time worship pastor at a local church, and that being said,
thank you. like it's actual people. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you. Hold you're too kind. Hold your applause, please.
It always reminds me of The Mask, where he's like, "You like me. You really like me." Yeah.
Tell Lady Ann I ain't coming home.
Yeah.
That's so funny. For the church and ministry, really just the church has a lot of changes that needs to be made, and really just expecting to see those play out. I've talked with a lot of people that have been going to that church, and they seem for the most part right now really receptive and open to change and the ideas we're throwing around. So it's, that's kind of it's uplifting to see that even the older folk that are there, they're like, yeah, we can't wait to see what y'all are gonna do, you know.
Yeah.
So that's pretty uplifting. Me and Liv were gonna start foster care classes next week and get the ball rolling on that again, and hopefully that one is seen through as well. So we've gone through it before, but there's always something that kept us from finishing, and usually it was on their end. They didn't send out a link, or they didn't tell us there's going to be a class, and then we're like, well, you know, we didn't get notification, or he didn't tell us. Can we, you know, just make it up one day, or, you know, make an exception? Nope, you got to start over. But we need parents real bad. Okay, well, can you make it? No, you got to start over.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's been, and I told her, because we were talking about it, I don't want to be like, you know, it's either it happens now or it's never going to do it. But it's kind of frustrating because this is the third or fourth time we've tried doing it.
Yeah.
And just hoping nothing happens and we make it through.
Heck yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah.
So I know we're just excited, first of all, for the opportunity down here in Alabama at the City Church, and we're excited about all that. Of course, we miss all of our friends and family right there. Really, just our family, like our extended family. But man, in ministry, we're excited. We're going to be launching the young adults, 18 to 30-year-olds. We're going to start getting connected and doing stuff like that. So I know in the ministry, you know, I'm excited to start in a new area and just make new connections and get out there and meet new people and try to make an impact on these surrounding communities, you know. So we're excited about that and just with the door that God has opened up for us here. But I'm excited in ministry to almost reconnect with my family. You know, with launching a church,
Mm-hmm.
we've kind of focused so much on getting it going and running the church and being there and doing so much while working like a full-time job that I'm excited to get to spend a lot of time in ministry with my first ministry, which is my family. So, you know, tying those two together, you know, we look in 2024, we really want to connect as a family and get to do things together a lot more than, you know, we have in the past few years on trying to build a church and, you know, do things like that. Even at 412, we, you know, it kind of became our whole life was go to the church, get stuff done, go to the church, get stuff done. And we're excited to get to spend some time together. We've already had some good times just here at the house, just running around and acting crazy and playing in the yard that, you know, you almost don't get that time when you're so consumed with trying to build something. So we're excited for that. And I know for this podcast, I was thinking about this today, you know, I'm going to start getting out there a lot more and looking for sponsors, looking for people to want to come along beside us and you know, maybe get connected financially or be able to set up different places or be able to, you know, do little commercials for people, whatever it may be, is getting connected and helping this thing grow and just gain some traction. We're coming up upon 10,000 full downloads.
Awesome.
So, I mean, it's just a crazy milestone that we, you know, launching this thing. I never thought we'd ever get to that point. You know, I thought this would be a fun hobby but to get to that point of 10,000 full downloads is a huge deal. And I think it's just going to go up from there. And I'm excited for the growth that this podcast is going to have and just excited, man, excited for the future and excited for, you know, what God is doing and excited for y'all and what you've got going on. Rich, I know you said you're kind of at a standstill, but I believe that God's gonna handle that situation in one way or another. And I think Tyler's gonna be awesome. I know he's ready to get in there and start learning and start growing and really taking that leadership on full force. So we're just excited to not only watch God move in our lives, but watch God move in y'all's as well as the Feast family. So we're just excited about that, man. You know, I mean, 2024, man, it's just crazy to think about all the things that could happen this year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I know that God will work everything out. You know, it's one of those things that we talk about, you know, the Christians say, you know, God will work it out. God will do it. God will do it. God will do it. And he will. It's just a matter of having that patience to.
Yeah. It's our human nature of wanting it done now.
Right.
Yes,
and it doesn't make it any easier
as
knowing that, you know, it's still hard to sit in that It's like, yeah, I know
Right.
that, but it's just hard to really sit in it. It's like, man, it's good. It always reminds me of Christmas. It's coming, especially as a kid, which is what we are in the eyes of God. We're children, and it's like, it's coming, but you just can't wait. You're just like so anxious, just like, I just want it to happen already.
Right.
So yeah, just know that we're praying for y'all and lifting y'all up, and like I said, we miss y'all. But even though I still talk to you two every day. I still talk to Mom every day, So and we got trips planned and all that, and I'm gonna be down here in a few weeks for an entire week. So we are so stoked.
Yeah, I'm ready to do some Alabama vacations. So
yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So what have y'all
that was our last pair.
Have y'all learned any? Did that really? Your batteries went out again? Oh my goodness gracious! So their batteries have went out. So while they're waiting on that to come back in, I don't know if they can. Can y'all hear me?
We can. I unplugged the phone.
Oh, okay. So y'all's coming through the phone now. That's fine. Hey, it is what it is. Good job. Way to be ready with the batteries, fellas. Let's give them a hand clap. Good job.
Wasn't it?
These two. Good job.
I do recall our pastor.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, you're muted. Hey. I can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Gosh dang it.
I'm just kidding. I could hear it the whole time. No, but yeah.
We went through 3 pairs of batteries. They're just not good batteries. I
guess.
Yeah,
that's what's yep, for sure. But yeah, and I know. We were really worried about with this move with the kids. I knew they'd miss all of y'all and miss the kids and miss everybody there. But man, they've really enjoyed being here, and we are excited, like I said, about what God's doing in all of our lives. So on like a fun side, so I know Richie, you talked about like a vacation, but what are some of the things that y'all look forward to when it comes to like fun? Like what is something that you want to do this year that maybe you didn't get to do last time? I know Richie, you wanted to go to the shooting range, so what are some things that y'all would like to do in 2024 for just fun?
Well, I bought my first legal gun, like not from a guy in a van in an alley. So
we do not condone any of this.
No, I bought my first paperwork gun not too long ago. So yeah, I want to get better at that. Do some more shooting, and we have a trip planned at the end of July. We're going to go down to Florida.
Yeah.
Jennifer's never seen the beach, the ocean. Never been to the ocean, so we're going to knock that off the bucket list and just spending more time. Just hanging out. Game nights and movie nights and things like that.
Heck yeah. Tyler, what about y'all?
Brandon Lake, August 2024. I know. That was just have it. You heard me though.
Brandon Lake, August 20. Yeah, and I think we plan on trying to make it down for that also. That's in St. Louis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while since we went to a concert.
It's on sale.
Yeah, for sure. That's how we are. I'm just ready to like I said, spend some time with Jamie and the kids, and I know we're a couple hours away from the beach, a couple hours away from the mountains, so we plan on trying to do stuff like that pretty often here. So that's our plan.
Yeah, we've got a park right down the road from me.
Supposed to have a splash pad this year.
Supposed to have at the end of summer.
That is
so we
so
don't get
funny.
to use it until next summer. But
yeah,
that's.
And I know one other thing that I really look forward about the podcast is finally, I know we've planned on it for a while and we've wanted to do it for a while and we've tried to, but we've had a lot of moving parts, moving out of our building there and doing home church for a while and then moving here, going live, or not live, but going video to where we could get that up and get that going and have that going steady. I'm excited for that. So we'll get that going and that'll be really good to help us further our reach, because we just want to get the word out, and we want to, advertise this podcast because, this is why we ask people to subscribe and to share with their friends and to listen and to download, because it helps us get the word out. Like it's not all about numbers, but in order to get into doors of places where you want to go, you want to get sponsors. Well, you got to have the numbers. You got to have the downloads and be able to go to people and say, "Hey, sponsor us. Look, here's our, resume." So that'll just help our reach, getting that out there a lot more for sure.
People can't see my pretty face if we're not on video.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I say we stick with just audio.
Just for that, we want more listeners. We don't want to scare them away.
Hey, this is a gorgeous face, pal.
It's a radio.
That's right.
Oh, that's funny. So how in this transition of us moving out, how's y'all's relationship together?
I hate
still
Richard.
Going to the mic. We're good, Mike. We're good. No, we're trying to stay connected.
I hate Richard.
Everybody hates Richard. Nobody cares. But
I love
we're trying to stay connected as a unit, as a family group. Regardless of what church we end up going to or whatever, we've started this family, and we're trying to keep it together and keep it connected.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is it's so much more than just a church. Like, it really is a tight knit family, no matter the distance and what's going on. Like, we're going to make an effort to continue to call and continue to FaceTime, to continue to make trips to see each other. That's a vow that we all made together. It's like, we're going to make this an effort, and that includes y'all there in y'all's group, still being together, still finding days to hang out, still doing, family dinners and stuff like that, as well as us making that effort to reach out and to call and to try to visit. So yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful, and I think
we got to get Tyler to understand that he needs more notice than a half an hour for us to get together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Calling everybody like, "Hey, y'all want to come over? Like now?" Like, what?
Listen, I'm in my 20s. That's how we do things.
Yeah, right.
That's how we roll.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly right, man. Just like, hey, at the drop of a hat. Okay.
We had a leadership meeting with me, our pastor, she's going to be our finance lady. I don't know what you call it. Secretary, maybe, I don't know, treasurer, and then our youth pastor, who's in charge of the youth and children's. And I made it. We were talking about the setting a standard and stuff and all that, and delegating responsibilities and accountability and all that. And point I made to them was like, I don't want it to just be a team and we meet and talk about church stuff and that's it. I made a point that to be able to work as a team and have that kind of trust and that kind of vulnerable trust. We have to be able, we have to be more than just a leadership team. We have to, I basically explained how we are with Remnant. We have to start doing life. We have to, we need to go and hang out with each other. We need to go and watch their kids and their sports games. We need to go to their birthday parties and do things like that.
That's what it's about, man. That's what grows a unit like that, man. It really does.
And I was, I was using Remnant as an example. It's like, we weren't a big church by any means, and we didn't have the most expensive equipment, but we ran pretty efficiently, and it was a great time at the same time, just because it was more than just us acting as a team at a church. We were doing everything together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And that's what, especially with your leadership, like, of course, you're not going to have time to do that, like with the whole entire church, especially if you're wanting to grow, but especially with your leadership, like making time for each other on off days. And like you said, doing stuff like that together, cooking and going out to dinner and going to ball games, like doing that stuff together. It just builds that trust in one another. And having disagreements, having arguments, having people butt heads and saying, "Hey, let's talk this out because we're a family. Let's figure this thing out and let's get together." That's a beautiful thing, man. It really is.
Why do you have fireworks going off behind you?
I don't know what happened. was
I saw a thumbs up bubble, and then we saw we saw.
There they are.
There we go. Congratulations.
Is that like a reaction thing?
Yeah, it does that automatically.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
That's cute.
Yep. So y'all taking care of my mama or what?
I was at your mama's all day yesterday.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was just telling Liv we need to go over there and see her and see ghosts.
Yep. She makes some killer coffee.
Ew.
Yeah, Tyler's not a coffee drinker, but Ghost, man, the whole time I was petting him, he was just whining, he don't know what to do with himself.
You're right. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. What else is on y'all's heart?
Not really much. Just especially with Liv, it's still such a hard time, and because I feel like she, with me taking this job at the church, I feel like she kind of feels rushed to kind of get over y'all moving away and Remnant kind of shutting its doors and everything like that. And I kind of feel like she feels rushed to get through her feelings and get over that, so that way we can start growing in this church. But I try to explain to her, like, we have this. That doesn't mean we can't start building these same relationships here and just adding to what we got.
Right. Yeah.
It's not we have y'all and the Randalls and the Feasts, and then everyone that we meet at church is kind of at an arm's length because we've already got this close group. But I was saying, like, we can, and it's not going to be with everyone. We're not going to be best friends with everyone there, but those few really close relationships, those would be people like, hey, we're hanging out with the Randalls and the Feasts. We'll invite them too to come hang out.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the stop of one and the start of another. It could be just a continuation of what we already have.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling. I was talking to Pastor Randy about it. It's just like, he's like, man, it's such a sacrifice for y'all, and I appreciate it. I know y'all are such a tight knit group, and it's awesome to see. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't have to be an end of one and a beginning of another. It's just a continuation. It just looks different, And it's, of course, it's not the time we all want to spend together. We want to spend more time together, but that's fine. I mean, we'll make it work. And like I said, it's not perfect by any means, but man, we're gonna make this thing work.
Yeah, for sure. Want to wake Tyler up to do it, but
for sure.
I had a long night.
I know. I am excited about the Crossroads Youth Rally. That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
that's going to be a blast.
Yeah,
April 3rd.
I mentioned that at the leadership meet. They were excited about it.
Oh yeah, April 3rd. It's about to be. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And just we did our Zoom. We did our first Zoom meeting about it, and I called Pastor after that and talked to him. And he said, Pastor Stephen there at the church, he said, man, he said, we're just excited to learn from y'all and to just kind of get to, of course, be a part of it, but to sit back and kind of watch y'all do it, because we haven't done it for none of us know kind of how to do it or what to do. So it's cool just having that opportunity to watch our team work and be able to put this on and help another church that none of us are a direct part of, but just being able to serve them and help them and watch just God move in their youth is going to be a blast. And I am so excited. So yeah, any of our listeners, if you are in the area, April 13th, 6:00 at the Trinity Methodist Church in Bloomfield, there's going to be food, there's going to be music, there's going to be drinks. It's about to be an amazing time. And Richard's going to have his face shaved.
You forgot Jesus. It's on the flyer.
And most importantly, Jesus.
We've had a lot of interest in it, man. Like everybody we talk to, they're like, yeah, we're bringing some people. And
oh, man, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have enough room in the sanctuary. That's what I hope.
That sounds fantastic.
I feel like with the amount of people that are excited to talk about it, I feel like there's not going to be enough, at least in that gym.
Yeah.
Or they'll be doing the games and stuff.
Oh man, I'm so excited, man. So excited. and it's gonna be it's just gonna be a blast, and I'm pumped up to get to see y'all, but again, to just watch these youth just light up, when we get to do something like this, just watching them like, oh, this is for us, like y'all did all this for us, and watching them get excited is a feeling unlike any other, to be able to serve that group that really doesn't get that a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's encouraging on both ends too. It encourages us to see them get excited about it, but then it's also encouraging to them to see that we care about them, we care about their walk with Christ, and encourage them to continue or even start that walk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Y'all got anything else? Anything else on your mind, on your heart, or your mind, or the mind of your heart?
That's a lot of stuff.
Oh, jeez.
It's a lot going on.
I'm all hearted out.
Have y'all been listening to any new music?
Elevation put out a new song not too long ago. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's called Another One.
I was about to say, is it called A Good One? Like, is that the name of it?
It's another one. No, it's a good one.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go into this segment. We're going to go into That's What's Up. This is our segment where we talk about what we're doing, what we're playing, what we're watching, what we're listening to. So yeah, go ahead. Elevation, new song. It's great. It's awesome. It's what Tyler's listening to. He's loving it. It's the first song in forever that it's not Brandon Lake that he's listening to. That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call growth. My goodness.
Well, groundbreaking.
Sorry. My bad.
I've been listening to Pastor Sean Johnson from Red Rocks Church lately. Yep. Dude's good. Yeah, he's real good. You haven't listened to him. Greg Rochelle from Life Church is real great too. We've been watching SWAT on Netflix. We've been watching The Rookie and Station 19. Both those shows just started new seasons after the strike in Hollywood ended. So those were starting back up. Me and Liv are kind of tossing around the idea of trying downsizing houses and trying to find kind of a smaller house, maybe a cheaper mortgage. We got one in Risco that we went and looked at. It's real nice. It's a little cheaper. It's a little smaller. We contemplated with them just swapping houses because they're a family of 5 and they're looking for a bigger space.
Oh man, that'd be perfect.
But they said they said they wanted to stay in Risco, which is not a problem at all. It's it's what they want to do. But I was like, I looked into it. I was like, real estate trade is a thing.
Right. Right. Yep. Richie Rich, what about you?
That's us.
I restarted Red Dead.
Oh gosh.
That's right, because you wrote credits and then you said I'm gonna play it again.
Hey, dude, that's a really cool game. I started playing Gears of War, didn't like it. Started Assassin's Creed, didn't like that.
Really?
Yeah, I just couldn't. I even started the Batman game. I didn't care for that, so I went back to Red Dead.
You have to give it more than like 30 minutes, right?
Okay, first of all, that's an unfair assumption. And second of all, yeah, I know that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, second of all, yeah, I didn't do that, but okay.
No, I did. I played, Gears of War, I didn't. It's just a flat out shoot 'em up. It's not my kind of game.
Yeah, but it's story. You haven't even gotten to the story of it.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You need to try the Star Wars Force Unleashed games.
Those are good.
I've never heard of them.
I'm not a video game person. Those are one of the few games that I sat and played for hours, like from start to finish.
Cool.
Hey,
now I know.
Some Red Dead. Okay. Watching anything?
Well, we are a couple days away from MLB The Show 2024.
Oh, let's go. Absolutely.
I'll be downloading that. I've actually pre-downloaded or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I did. I pre-downloaded it. Yep.
So I'm waiting on that to hit so that me and Zane can play.
We need to figure out a way for all of us to play Mario Kart.
No, we don't.
Oh, we could do. Yeah, you play online. We could do that already. Like it's.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
we need to do that and then FaceTime. And all we're gonna hear from Michael is freaking blue shell.
That's because I'm always in first. So
or Zeke, shut up.
Yeah, we could do that tonight. Like
No,
that's easy.
Can't.
That's easy peasy.
It's not a part of the plan. Sorry.
Oh,
I'll write it in,
man. Yeah. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I pre-downloaded MLB The Show. Me and Bubby went driving around yesterday and found our one of the Game Stops here. So I pre-ordered Dragon's Dogma, and the NCAA football game is coming out. So I pre-ordered it. So I'm excited for those. Right before we left, I watched. Go ahead.
We can play baseball, right? Like.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right before I left, I went to the theater and watched Dune 2, and it was fantastic. Oh, it was so good. I'm so ready for the third one. So that was really good. Oh, they're so good. So good. It was really long. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it was, it was amazing, man. Action the whole time. Like it was really good.
They don't make a lot of those epic movies anymore, like the Lord of the Rings and stuff like the Harry Potters, the
Lord of the Rings
epic movie.
Oh, dang.
Okay, I'll be on the next episode.
Oh, dang.
Because I'll be murdered talking crap about the Lord of the Rings.
I didn't know it was epic.
It was absolutely. Stop talking.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I was just sitting there just like, this is amazing. It's so good. So I watched that, and then we restarted. What did we restarted one of our shows that we were watching. I can't remember.
We restarted One Tree Hill the other night.
Oh, nice. Started from season 1?
Yep. Which I kind of started without Liv, but she said she found out and said we can't watch it separately.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. See, we usually start in October. That's when every year that's when we start it over. So October will be our time to rewatch it.
We just didn't have anything else to watch.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Which we're still about halfway unpacked here at the house. So,
it's been what, 2 weeks now?
It's been 6 days. Like, let's calm down. Yeah,
it's been a month.
Yeah, so we got that.
It feels like a month.
Right. Open a box.
Right. Speaking of,
run around and eat chicken salad.
Speaking of, Bubby, he cut his finger trying to open a box the other day with his pocket knife.
Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna tell the story. So I'm out getting coffee, and Jamie calls me, and she's like, "Hey, where are you at? How close are you?" And I'm like, down the road in line for coffee. Like, what's going on? And she's like, well, Bubby cut his finger with his pocket knife. And I'm like, okay, do I need to leave and come home? She's like, I don't know. I just had him wrap it up and it's bleeding everywhere and had him. And I'm like, okay, well, I can make my way out of this line. Like, I got vehicles in front of me and behind me, but I can get out. Like, I don't know. I think it's okay, but just like, we don't have any Band-Aids or anything. I don't know if we need glue or what. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll stop at Walmart and get stuff. So I got like cleaning stuff and these huge bandages. Okay. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So I rushed home. I got home. I'm like, all right, Bubby, let me see your finger. And he took the wash rag off of his finger. And I'm like, so where's the cut? And he goes, oh, it's right here on his thumb. And I start looking. I'm like, I don't see anything. And he's like, oh, it might be on the other side.
Gosh,
and then he's like, oh, there it is. And I'm like, I looked real close, and I'm like, really? So then I grabbed the wash rag. And it just looked like a pimple. It was like a few like blood spots, on it. I'm just like, I thought we had a finger laying on the ground. Like, I thought this was like DEFCON 5, like go to the hospital. Okay. So I'm like, babe, like it's a little scratch, like he cut it, like, but it's nothing crazy. She's like, babe, look, I haven't had my coffee today. Okay. I may have freaked out a little bit. I was just like, really?
Coffee gets for everything in your house.
Man, I feel like, and it's not it's not like directed towards your wife or my wife, but I feel like that's kind of a wife thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh my goodness gracious! I was just freaking out. So this is.
We'll take our kids to the doctor if they anything, and it don't matter what it is.
Yeah, if they sneeze 3 times in a row, hospital visit.
Yes, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, so I got home and I was just relieved, and I mean the bandage covered his entire thumb for a 1-inch cut on the edge of his thumb. It's like, oh my goodness, man. Which I'm glad I'm glad he was all right. Well, and that's what I told him. I was like, well, how did you open the box? And he showed me. I was like, what I tell you about cutting something open? He's like, oh yeah, cut away from me. I'm like, you'd have done that, it wouldn't have happened, would it?
Right.
Yep.
Knife etiquette.
Yeah, but it's just fine. Oh, it freaked me out though. So yeah, that was a very eventful day for sure.
Like
that was the whole day.
Man, yeah, that was. Oh man, I was rushing home. I'm like, I got cleaning stuff and I got big bandages. I'm like, okay, we're gonna clean them up. I'm about to doctor
hospital.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You got a paper cut,
right? Right. Yep.
You should have looked at Amy and be like, so did he use a knife or a piece of paper to open the box?
That's exactly. I'm like, that's not that bad, babe. Babe, look, I didn't have my coffee. I was like, oh my gosh, you're goofy.
My coffee. Daggum.
Yep. I don't know. Oh,
well, you can get your wife coffee.
Oh, it's my fault. Yeah, of course it's my fault.
This all could have been avoided if it weren't for you, Michael.
That's so funny. Y'all are goofy. I swear. But I love y'all. Again, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for joining, and y'all can stay on the line and we could talk after this, but we appreciate it. Please share with your friends. We love you so much. From Opelika, Alabama and Malden, Missouri. We love you.
Hey, listeners, we just want to thank you for your continued support for the Almost Brothers podcast. Do us a favor and go to your favorite platform and rate us and like us and share with everyone that you know. Thank you so much. Love you.